All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. There is volatility in the market right now, so we're gonna go ahead and do this. We're gonna do a crashing stream. So let's go ahead and talk about what's going on in the market. Let's go ahead and send these notifications out. We do have some movement, obviously. I've been fiat. I'm doing short trades right now, so I think that basically all of our. All right, cool, awesome. Getting alerts right now. Most of us are fiat right now in our group. But now is the opportunity. If this might be the best opportunity to start picking some low prices up. Is that the longs dropping? Ooh, interesting. This actually make it weird, guys. All right, so let's go ahead and push these notifications out, and then we're gonna go ahead and get started. Where's it at? We just redid the entire server, so I'm trying to. Okay, there it is. Live stream, live crashing stream. Send. Neat. All right, cool. All right. Okay. So this is the main thing I'm looking at right now. We have these lows over here. They have not been swept just yet. So we have a little bit more lows right beneath us. Once that gets swept, I'm looking to get into position. Thy Bevi, one of our people in here, one of our grads, he actually talked about this morning on a play for Doge, and I actually like this play. This makes a ton of sense. We haven't actually touched this level yet, and I have an alert set for this as well. So that's probably the play I'm looking to get into. I would love to get some Doge here. I think that makes a ton of sense. It is an untapped level. We have not tested it, guys. Like, this is a very significant level right in here. So this is the USD pairing, and then you have the BTC pairing. You guys can see, like, this is it's really significant. Wait, this is the wrong one. There we go. Awesome. So we are this far away from this major level. This is going to be a daily or 4 hour. I believe it's a 4 hour. But this is the only stopping point that we had before the massive expansion to the upside on Doge on the BTC pairing. And the Doge BTC pairing actually was very easy to trade on the way up. And that was like give us the main indicators we were looking for. So sorry guys, I just woke up, so I just jumping on here. We're knocking this crap out. But yeah, so I am looking to pick up some Doge. I think that makes a lot of sense here. We have a lot of support right beneath us. There's a 3-day level down here. Not sure if we're gonna get it, right? Like, this entire block right here is significant. Let's see, what was this? Yeah, weekly. This entire block right here does make a ton of sense. If we can get some acceleration on Doge specifically, and we can go a little lower, that'd be really, really clean. Now, there's other coins as well I'm looking at as well. Let's see what's holding up really good on this crash. Cardano is another one I'm looking at. I like this breaker. The BTC pairing doesn't really have much either. Now, we are below the 200 weekly on here, and that's definitely concerning for me. And like what I've been doing for the last few days, few weeks, I guess, we've been doing short-term scalps, and that's all we're doing. So, yeah, let's start trying to dive in here. Okay, we're now losing our levels that we formed back in June of 2021. Very, very significant. All right. Now let me find a good chart to look at here. Perfect. This is a good one, I think. Okay, we have some levels established. Okay. This daily block has been an absolute pain in our butt, and I got stopped out last night on Atom. I got wrecked pretty hard, honestly. Like, it just didn't go very well. But either way, I got hit on Atom pretty good. But I was able to enter around $12, and I exited around 11.70. Not a great exit by any means, but the market just started collapsing so quickly. I was not able to get the liquidity I needed to get out of the market. It just was the absolute worst possible time trade. These lows, okay, you guys can see all of these lows down here have not been swept yet. So this one and this one are the ones I'm looking for. Sweep and recover would be an instant buy signal for me, and that's really what I'm looking at. Let me go ahead and get my trading account set up on here. I think it'd be very. I think it'd be pretty insane if we come all the way down here and don't sweep these levels. Could it happen? Sure, but I think we're going to. So we did sweep this one. This level's now been swept, but I think we're going to get further. So I really do. What else? What else? Okay, cool. That's been pushed out. Hope all my we just did a major update on the Discord. We're brought in our buddies from we brought in our buddies from Olympic Crypto over to join us, right? So now we have a larger team of experienced traders on our Discord group. So now we have all these different guys: Captain Ace, Crypto Quarantino, Melik, Muscle Hamster, myself, and Naibivi. We're all able to help you guys out with questions and things like that. And I think it's going to go really, really well. So we just want to make sure we have proper consistency and quality and get you guys the value for what you guys are putting into it. Let me put up the comments. Man, I'm all sorts of messed up today, guys. I'm sorry. I literally just woke up, saw my alerts go off, and I was like, fuck it, we're doing this. So there wasn't much of a plan here. We're just going to be monitoring this and seeing how the market goes. Where is my video? There it is. All right, cool. There we are. So yeah, I'm a 100% fiat right now. I have not entered any positions. I am looking at a few. I'm only entering positions that are top 50 in market cap. Due to the volatility and the nature of this insane market right now, we have to be very patient on and ensure that we actually have liquidity that we need to enter and exit out of trades. So when you're in some really small coins and you're trying to get out of a market, even if you're not that big of a player, you can actually have a lot of issues with finding buyers for your coins. It doesn't really matter what size trader you are. These are things that absolutely do happen. I'm having issues getting my internet to pull up on my laptop, and I'm getting a little frustrated about this. That's why I'm a little bit messed up right now. I need to reset my computer, really? Huh, interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and restart my computer on this one, my laptop that's next to me. So I'm not doing dual screens. I probably should, but I just have my one screen. All right. So yeah, this is what I'm looking for. The sweep of these levels makes a lot of sense. Now understand, on the higher time frame, this is a really dangerous spot, very dangerous. So we're now below our key levels, right? This level, this level, this level. We're essentially in like a no man's land, all right? So this level was swept, and we closed back above it. We may be coming back in and do another retest of it, but ultimately, guys, like, there's a lot of liquidity that's already been tapped, and if it is an SFP, a swing failure pattern, you would expect these levels to hold and keep going to the upside. And obviously, as you guys can tell, we haven't really had that reaction so far. Now, I think it is quite unusual that we haven't had some sort of a reversal, an exit pump of some sort. And the reason why is the capitulation very well may not be done. And that's the important thing to understand here, guys, is like the capitulation very well may not be done. And we actually have another of these happening, and it could get very aggressive. So I talked about this scenario. Let's try to wing it. All right, cool. I talked about this scenario. Okay, so essentially, if you go to, I believe it's the bars pattern, the top, and we're just go like over here somewhere. Okay, and we drag this sucker out over here. The log chart, so I don't know if it's going to impact it or not. Okay. What was I drawing it? There you go. This is what I was looking for, essentially. And so you extend it out. Right. This very well may just be the first leg down for a little bit of a relief before the actual drop. So this very well may be what's coming like soon, right? So you're like, oh my God, that's completely unrealistic. There's no way it's going to drop this far. Hate to tell you guys, this is absolutely not out of the question. All right, so timeline makes sort of sense, right? Like I think everything basically lines up, basically what we're looking for, right? So we very well could have another dip down, and then another dip down that can go a lot lower. Now this really doesn't like this amount of drop doesn't entirely. I don't think this is reasonable. Okay, I think that we're gonna have some very significant support between 8,000 and 14,000. Like there's a lot of support in that region, but during a true capitulation, it is un it's unimaginable how far these prices can drop. Okay, so like for instance, back then we fell the last little dip down here, the last dip. Okay, and that's all I'm talking about. Just this last little crash. Look at this. It's crazy. We fell a price range. This last dip was a 50% drop. Okay, so if we drop 50% from our current levels, that gets us down to 15,000. All right, so like that's not unrealistic, I don't think. So just be aware, it's absolutely possible. So don't completely throw out these numbers as complete bogus because we've seen capitulations that have dropped well beyond the expectations in the recent history, guys. This is back in 2020, so it does happen. So, all right. Yeah, this is now here's the good news about this, okay? This is the golden pocket of the entire structure. So if you go to the entire structure and you draw a Fibonacci retracement of the entire structure from here up here, you guys can see this is the golden pocket region. So this is a really important level, like this entire region is. Let's take the log chart off, make it a little easier to see. You guys can see this golden pocket retracement of the entire structure. Not only that, if you take it to the weekly chart, we have the 200 weekly moving average right down here. Now, the thing about 200 weekly, though, is like the 200 weekly does get tested, right? And it doesn't necessarily act as a strong support immediately. It does sometimes dip down below it if we do come down there. So if we do drop down here, although I do think it'd be a strong support, it would not be surprised if it dips down below and even further down below. So all right, let's go back over to the lower time frame. Let's see how our levels are. Have they been swept yet? I think they might have been. No, they have not been swept. Okay, one level's been swept, but the other two have not. So to me, I think we still have further down to drop. Not guaranteed by any means, but I don't think we're done. And I'm just looking for a short-term bounce. That's all I'm doing right here, guys. I still think that it's fairly reasonable to come up here and tag 34,000. I do think that's pretty reasonable. But we also have to just be fully aware that it doesn't have to happen. Coinbase. There we go. There we go. All right, I'm in now. Cool. Trying to log into my account on my other computer so I can actually take advantage of this dip. Yeah, I'm not buying yet, guys. I'm not. I'm gonna let it play out some more. Let's find some strong coins. This one was looking really strong yesterday, and like it broke above here, and I was like, fuck it, we're gonna do it. And I got just, oh man, I entered 3 different positions on Atom yesterday. 3 different positions. I got stopped out of all of them. Fortunately, they were not like the stop losses were not that bad, so it wasn't that big of a loss, but it's still really frustrating. Looks like we're getting some sort of a bounce right now. I'm not really buying that this is the bounce. Now, something that's interesting, DXY keeps dropping pretty aggressively, right? So DXY dropping is actually bullish for cryptocurrency. So that's interesting. Dow's taking a plunge right now. Okay, so I think this is a Dow-driven plunge right now. Cool. So that makes a lot more sense. So Dow and SPX are actually leading this dip down. We're already 420 points down for the day, and we just opened up like, what, an hour ago? That's aggressive, guys. So this is a really aggressive move so far. I think I was saying the longs are dropping. Yeah, we actually have some longs decreasing. This is quite unusual. We haven't really had many longs drop this entire increase, right? I think this is probably the lowest, or this is probably the biggest 15-minute drop we've had in a while. Yeah, so interesting, guys. Shorts are stable / dropping. Okay, so shorts are not doing too much. XY, This is the weird one, right? So DXY dropping down below our key levels is actually really bullish. Okay, it is. It's really bullish for cryptocurrency and also risk on assets. Um, but here's how the DXY works. It's not as simple as just the strength of the US dollar. It's the strength of the US dollar compared to other assets, other essentially currencies from other countries. Um, so like this doesn't necessarily like mean that this dropping doesn't necessarily mean that crypto is going to explode upwards, right? It just means that other currencies are doing better than the US dollar. And we have had times where, although typically DXY dropping does result in bullish movements for crypto, it doesn't necessarily happen immediately, and it does take some time to play out. And we have had some convergences, right? Because you have a divergence, what you expect as DXY drops, crypto goes up. There have been periods of our time where we've actually had convergences where as DXY goes up, crypto goes up, or as DXY goes down, crypto goes down. So it's not exactly like a, you know, one is an inverse of the other. It doesn't necessarily have to happen like that, but it is a bullish sign to see the DXY dropping. Now, obviously, having the Dow drop, that's not really good. Right, traditional market is getting wrecked right now, guys. Okay, money is flowing into Bitcoin here. This is not that surprising. Alts are very, very weak. So money is flowing into Bitcoin, and I bet I'd put money on it that Ethereum BTC is breaking down. I don't know yet, but I'm just assuming. Yep, there it is. Okay, Ethereum BTC is breaking down. We recovered it yesterday. Now we're breaking down. This is a very, very bad sign for altcoins. Okay, so as you guys can see, this level is significant. Okay, you can draw this trend line however you really want. There's a few different ways you can draw it. You can do it from there. You can do it from here to here. All right, there you go. Either way, though, we're beneath it, guys. Like, we are absolutely dropping below, and this does not look healthy for Ethereum. And if it doesn't look good for Ethereum, it doesn't look good for other altcoins as well. So Ethereum is like the leading altcoin. And so this showing weakness means that relative to Bitcoin, Ethereum and other alts are going to get wrecked harder. Okay, which is why I don't necessarily think that the Doge plays are not unrealistic at this point. So let's go back to Doge. Yeah, it's melting. Doge is melting right now, which is good for us, guys. Like, we want to see this. I really want to see this level on the BTC pairing. That would be like a dream buy opportunity, in my opinion. This right here would be a dream buy for me, because this is the top side. This is the level where we found resistance. So I'm going to go back in time real quick and show you guys how significant this chart is and how easy it was to trade. And I'm not even joking, guys. This is a really, really easy chart to trade. So you have a weekly breaker that was formed over here on the far side. You guys can see the weekly breaker. We had the IP, the listing, right? The listing, it dropped, formed a breaker, came back down, and then we just bounced off here for a long time, right? This is over the period of years, 2014. Bounced, bounce. We had a legitimate bull trap. There's no way you could have predicted this. We got above it. However, we did fall through, etc., right? So this is a legitimate bull trap, right? Bounce, bounce. So I came up here. I was like, oh, look, we're bouncing again. Guess what? So I was actually unloading some Doge at this region, right? However, when we got above here and closed above here, I was like, oh, this is weird. This is interesting. This is new. So when we closed above here, I was like, wow, okay, Doge actually looks really good. So I went ahead and actually bought Doge in this region. And then, well, you can see what happened, right? So this level and this level are very significant. Like historically, the most important levels on this chart is this one and this one. And, well, we're coming really close, guys. Like, this is, relatively close depending upon this massive just, collapse that we've had. We've already dropped on the BTC pairing from, oops, missed it. We've already dropped in the BTC pairing 74%, 81%, okay? So is it really that unreasonable for us to drop from 81% down to 83%? No, it's not, right? So it's not unreasonable at all, I don't think. So if I do get this opportunity, I think it's a really, 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 really good opportunity. I think the risk reward is exceptionally high, but we'll see what happens, right? Bitcoin looks to be showing some strength a little bit, right? I'm zoomed in yeah, I can't talk today. I'm zoomed in pretty close right now, so let's go ahead and look out again. Um, if we can recover these levels, it'd be really bullish, obviously, but I don't know if I'm really buying it yet. Has this been swept? No, it hasn't. So this hasn't been swept. This hasn't been swept. This one has been swept, but that's it, guys. Only these levels have been swept so far. So I'd be extraordinarily interested if I can get this and this swept. That's what I really want. If we get those two swept, I will absolutely go in on Bitcoin. This is a 4-hour breaker. We've acted as support many times. So I want to see it come down here and hold that 4-hour. But we haven't really gotten dropped yet, I'm looking for. Interesting. Low time frame looks pretty decent, but the buyback right now is not as impressive as it should be with the volume yet. So not really convinced this is a bottoming structure yet. I still think we're going to reverse and go back down. I really want to see these levels cleared. I think it'd be very unusual to get this close and not actually clear these levels. It could, but it just doesn't really make much sense to me. Other levels I'm looking at, we have a series of lows on here, but realistically, if we lose this, I'd be expecting new lows. Pretty simple. Yeah, if we drop below 28.5 and don't like immediately recover it, I'd be looking for new lows. This is an impressive buyback so far, guys. I'm not gonna lie, it looks pretty impressive. Volume is fairly strong. Only have 27 minutes left to, or we still have 27 minutes left to go. We do have some impressive buyback. Let's go to Binance. Binance and Coinbase are the main ones that I use for getting idea on volume. Yeah, swing low, come down here. We haven't touched on any exchange I can find. Yeah, Binance has not cleared it. These two equal lows are really significant to me, and it's just unusual if we don't clear it down. Yeah, go ahead and like and subscribe to the video, guys. Like, I'm sure there are not many other people actually live streaming during a crash. Sucks, when you can sit around and like make a video and think about what you're gonna say and make a script and things like that. Like, it's one thing, but like actually just going in there, doing it live, waking up, coming out here, like, it's tough, guys. It really is. But I know this is also the most volatile periods of time, and when a lot of people really do need that extra, like, confidence and seeing what's going on. But I still am looking for these levels to get swept. I think that makes the most sense. It just does, guys. I think that makes the most sense. Let's look at the RSI here as well. See if we can get any lower time frame bullish divergences. I already had one up. Oh my gosh, I'm just struggling today. All right. Over here we have hourly. We actually do have an hourly bullish divergence that is forming here. No, that formed. This is already formed. So this is a low. This is a low right here, right? Low, low, and you have a higher high. So we do actually have a bullish divergence that has formed on here, and it is bouncing pretty nicely so far. That is something. We're not going to have it on the 4-hour, right? 4-hour close. No, we're not going to get that. Okay. Yeah, 4-hour close in a while. We're not going to get the bullish divergence there. What's been happening on this market in the last few days? Let's look at that, right? So essentially, we do have a capitulation of some sort, right? Now, once we capitulated down, we just basically been ranging, right? So this looks definitely, you guys may call it a bear flag. That's definitely a way you can look at it, right? Bear flag, you come down here, you make a low, then you just consolidate out and you drop the downside, right? And like that's a traditional bear flag play. but they don't necessarily just go sideways and down. A lot of times what you're going to get a deviations on both sides. So basically what happens, you have a, let me get rid of this, extend. All right, there you go. This actually looks pretty freaking clean right now. Ugh. I don't know, guys. This looks pretty scary. Yeah, I'm not buying yet. Not. This does not look very good. This looks like a pretty clean symmetrical triangle. And if we do lose down below here, if we do sweep this level, you know, that'd be my like conditional, like, okay, now I'm interested, and then once we get a strong buyback, I'd be like, okay, cool. I feel safer entering this play. But right now, like, this looks really dangerous. This looks really dangerous. High volume, consolidation. This looks pretty dang continuation. This looks like a continuation pattern right now. Yeah. Really not interested right now. A lot of times you're going to see deviations on both sides. I would possibly consider this to be a deviation because the reason why, if you go over here and you connect these better, like you guys see how test, break above, deviation, collapse, right? So this deviation right here and collapse is really what got me to not buy anymore. I'm done. Okay. This is a deviation. So now what you want to see is, now you can see how we have a deviation on the other side. So let's look over here. Test. Now we're below it, right? Now, is this going to be a continuation down, or is this going to be a deviation for a continuation back up? So ultimately, we're at a really, really significant level. Like, you can't really extend this out much further. We already deviated from the top side. Now we're at the downside. My bet is actually going to be that we're going to collapse here. I think that makes the most sense. I very well may be getting my bids with Doge way down low. I think it's very possible. And that is what I'm looking for. I think Doge makes the most sense. And trust me, I hate that coin. I really, 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 really do. But if I'm looking subjectively on this, or objectively, I think it makes a lot of sense. So, Doge. If I can have this thing collapse down here, I will absolutely be picking up a ton. This is what I want. Not sure if it's going to happen, but that's what I'm looking for. I think it's a high risk or a high reward, fairly low risk play. I just don't see it just collapsing right through there without any sort of a stop. I think it's very unlikely. Yeah, this looks horrible. Alts are just, no. I'm not interested in alts right now. I want to see them drop significantly further. What is this level? This is the base of accumulation. Yep. This is the accumulation base for Atom. So realistically, I'd be looking to pick up Atom down here, right? It's quite a bit lower. Ethereum, you have these equal lows over here. You haven't actually, we haven't cleared them yet, have we? We like touched them. They're still equal lows. They never actually got cleared. So I'd be looking for these lows to get cleared and a recovery. Okay. So clear these lows and recovery. That would be a good buy opportunity for Ethereum. It's just basically altcoins in general. Outside of that, let's see. Matic, where are we at? Down here? Yeah, I'd be looking to, dude, I'm telling you guys, I know it's crazy, but I think that I'd be looking to buy Matic down here. Mid 30-cent region. Let's look at Shiba. Is there anything left in this range? I don't think so. I don't necessarily think it'd be a bad idea to take another shot at Shiba in this region. I don't think it's a bad idea necessarily. I think it's fairly reasonable because if you go back in time, you can look. This was a massive consolidation range that happened for, yeah, half a year or what, 3, 4 months, 5 months? Yeah, 5 months consolidation range, right? We had a deviation down there and we accelerated the upside, like just like talked about before. Deviation, accelerate, right? Except I think we're going to deviate to the top side and then drop down. But the point is, though, this consolidation range is going to act as a major support level. So we already came down here once. We already tapped it. This was the best opportunity. Now, the second time to come back in here is a little more, is definitely more dangerous. But I think it wouldn't necessarily be a bad idea to give it a shot. I don't know. It's not as clean. It's been tested once. I don't think I want it. No, I'm good. I'm out. I don't want that. This has already had a strong reaction off of this breaker. So the next test, I don't want it. Solana already had a good test off this massive consolidation cluster. Next test, probably don't want it, right? BTC pairings. This cluster acted as support. That was pretty good. That was nice. I don't know if I want the next one, though. It already bounced off of it. Litecoin, we ain't got no support beneath this. I'm out. Dot. Dot actually has pretty decent support right beneath us. I think this entire region still should act as a major support on BTC pairing. Let's look at the USD. Not much here, guys. There is not much support here. Really isn't, guys. We are almost to that round trip region. Going all the way up and all the way back down, round tripping the whole thing. Interesting. Bitcoin Cash. Let's go to log chart, make it easier to look at. Nope, nothing good. Okay. Over here, anything? Not really. I think Doge is the cleanest play you got. I really do. I think that's the cleanest play. I think Crow also looks pretty good. Not right here, but there's a good level down here. Which one was it? Down here? Yeah, down here, but that's fuck, guys. That's a massive drop from here. Oh man, this might get really ugly. This really might get ugly, guys. I'm not joking here, like at all. This might get really, really ugly. AVAX, this is where I'm looking at. I would like to get some bids down in this region. 15 to 17. Is that unreasonable? I don't think it is, guys. I know it's crazy. I just don't think it's unreasonable. XLM. Same thing. Down here, we have not actually tested it, so I'd be interested down there. So XLM in that region. Let me start writing some notes. I probably should, right? So I see all these people in the chat, but no one's talking. You guys want to say hi or just want to watch? That's fine if you guys do. Oops, I dropped my pen. Oh no. There it is. All right. So Doge, Ethereum, XLM. These are the ones I think I have some decent plays with if they start capitulating, right? AVAX, yeah, there's a clean level in here. Atom, yes? Question mark. Where is that at? $7? I mean, God, that's. I would rather take a weekly over a monthly. Hey, what's up, Miguel? How you doing, buddy? There we go. All right. Now I feel like I'm not just talking to an empty void. Appreciate it, buddy. Shiba. Not much here. These are the main ones I'm interested in, guys. I think these are the plays. Solana, where's your buy zone for Solana? That's my issue right now. I don't really have a clean buy opportunity for Solana. There's nothing here that really just like screams besides what we've already tested, right? So if you come back down in here, is this monthly breaker gonna hold? And also, it's a large level, right? It's not very good for precision, right? This is a pretty freaking massive range in here. 29% range is a lot of space, right? So it's really hard to localize and find the exact level. I'd be interested. Like I might, that level's already been breached. Maybe here, this breaker. $20? 30 to 20. Interesting. That's an aggressive bids, man. I don't know. You might get him, but I don't know. That's a tough one. We'll see what happens. Yeah, Matic down there. Let me add Matic to the list. So basically, if we start dipping, I'm going to start adding positions on these different coins. So Dogecoin, Ethereum, XLM, AVAX, and Matic. So let's do this. I'm going to start drawing some levels on here. Capitulate. These are Matic. There you go. That's the one. Matic, that's where I want to buy there. Ethereum. Let's go back to Ethereum because Ethereum is not really a capitulation one. It's more of a controlled. If we can get a good bounce and a sweep at those levels on Ethereum, I'd be interested in entering. XLM, this is a monthly. We never actually touched this level, so I'd still be okay with buying here. XLM. Yeah, that's my next one. AVAX. And these would all be like, I don't know. We'll have to take it one step at a time. I would go ahead and just do an entrance and an exit just so I can, and then just let some price develop. So essentially what I'm doing, what I'm hoping to see, basically what happened here, okay? You dive down in here, you have a bounce, you sell, right? And that right there is like a freak. That's like a 60% bounce. Really, really good stuff, right? And then once you sell, then you can reassess and have ranges established and things like that. We really don't have any ranges established. We're falling through most of the important stuff right now. So Matic or AVAX. Okay. Then I have Doge. That's right, Dogecoin. And this one is going to be on a BTC pairing. This to me is an instant buy. I would instantly be buying if we got this entrance. Okay. This is a huge one for me. Yeah, if we get this, I'm really, really, really interested. So, there's that. Yeah, and so what I've been doing for the last few days, or it's been about a few days, about 3 weeks or so. We have been no shit in all stable coins, just waiting for the right opportunity. And like I'll go in there, make a trade, come back out. Go in there, make a trade, come back out. And we do this over and over and over again. BTC pairing. I don't really have anything I really want on this. I guess this weekly breaker looks pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I like this weekly breaker. Okay, and then on Ethereum, I'm also looking for a sweep of these equal lows and recovery. Okay, sweep of the equal lows and recovery. This is what I'm looking for like a confirmation the bottom's in. Okay, this is basically what I'm looking for. Equal lows on Ethereum and a quick and a recovery would be the show of strength. All right, cool. Muscle Hamster's killing it, man. Look at this. Killed it. Killed it. Look at that entrance. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. He nailed it, guys. So I'm talking about. These guys I brought on board, Captain Ace and Muscle Hamster, are good. They are good traders. And I'm really happy to have them on the team. Like, we are going to do some badass stuff in our group. Just be aware of that. I'm very excited. Yeah, look at that shit, man. Very good play. Very good play. That's probably like an 11, 12-hour play, probably. Like, that's beautiful. And he just nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. He did it better than I did, for sure. Very happy they're on the team, guys. So, you guys aren't a part of the Discord. You're missing out. Just saying. Okay. Either way. Where we at? Let's go to Bitcoin. I know Bitcoin's sort of ranging right now. It actually has recovered some levels we're looking at, but I don't see us really in a good spot yet. And I do think this is sort of like what I'm looking for ultimately. This is a sort of V bottom that we're looking for. Now, let's talk about this. I do want to talk about this. So, capitulations, right? What do they look like? What do they feel like? How are they really like designed? Okay, and like I've already brought up the example back from March of 2020, and let's look at this. Okay, let's really dive in and see what this really looked like. So you have your meltdown, right, and you have an aggressive drop. Okay, and everyone thinks that's it. Okay, and this right here was a 20% drop. Okay, people are like, oh, that's it, right? That was an aggressive drop. The whole thing is a 20% drop. This is an aggressive drop, right? Okay, here's the thing though. Once you get that initial drop, you have some sort of a consolidation structure, and then it just gets ugly, right? You have a dip, down again, right? Another 16%. And then the last one, people are like, oh, that was really bad, guys. All right, we can start recovering. The last one is just completely wipes everyone off the board. You guys see that? So slow dip, bigger dip, and then just complete and total annihilation. Okay, let's look at what we got right now. Okay, slow dip, bigger dip. You're like, oh man, that was really bad, right? However, I don't think we've gotten the dip, right? The one that really just wipes people off the map, right? I don't think we've had that yet. So like, there's still a lot of bullish hopium that's going on, and people are talking about new highs and things like that. I promise you, there was no one talking about new highs down here, right? There are still people convinced we're going to go up to, higher prices. Now, could we still do it? Absolutely. But like, there's still too many bullish people in the market, I think, to really think that the capitulation is done. Could it be? Yes. Okay. But nothing has really convinced us that it is over with. All right. Now let's keep going over here. Next thing. Once we have that massive dip, what happens next? We have a strong bounce and recovery, and everyone thinks the bottom is in. Okay, right? So come down here from the bottom to the top. Look, 50% increase in this one candle. A daily candle. I think 4-hour candle is even more clear. Let's go back in time again. Okay, here we go. Look at this. From the bottom right here to the top over here, that was 12 hours. You guys see that? 12 hours. Okay. Bottom to the top, 50% increase in 12 hours. Everyone thinks, oh my gosh, that was it. The mark, that was it. That was the one. We're going to keep going up. But is it up? No, it's not. We actually go back down and make another low. Or, you know, we go back down, we start ranging, okay? Here's the thing, though. Right here, the first pump, consider it an exit pump, okay? Consider it an exit pump. So all it is, you come back down, you pump it, and that's it, okay? And then you just start consolidating out. Seem familiar, right? We've had this consolidation, we've had this. But here's the issue, though, right? What's happening right now? We're not busting the upside like I would expect it to if it was done, right? And instead what happens, we're actually bouncing to the downside. That's what's happening right now. And until we recover, you know, like this doesn't look similar. Now, once it starts ranging out, this doesn't happen overnight. Yeah, see that? What does this look like? Massive downtrend. This is a bear flag, right? Isn't this ugly? Guys, it's a bear flag. That's all it does. It just bear flags out, and everyone thinks that we're going to have another dip lower. Everyone assumes it. We're just going to go back down another low. Right? We're going to target these $1,800 levels that everyone was looking for back then. Okay? And eventually, we do finally have a markup. Okay? We do finally have a markup, and then this is your buy-in opportunity. Okay? So markup, buy opportunity, and now you hold on, right? But this still is like a bear flag, right? And then finally we break to the upside, and then we actually start accelerating. But like these capitulation events, they take a long time. And that's the thing, like a lot of people are expecting us to go like this, right? A lot of people expect this. Right? Massive drop, massive dump, it's over. Yay, it's over. We move on. That's not how it works. That's not how capitulations work, guys. Like that's just not how it, like very rarely does that actually happen like that. Generally it does drop and then it consolidates for a while. And could this be it? Sure, it absolutely could be done, right? But here's the issue. We have not had a markup yet to give us a range, a deviation that we can start playing off of. And we don't have that. So until we actually get a markup, I'm not interested in playing this. So, yeah, we haven't had a markup. So I'm going to keep assuming that this is still consolidating, that we're still looking for another low until we actually have a markup and reclaim the levels. Okay, now if we can start holding above 31,000 and keep going up like that, okay, I'd be interested, right? But until we get that, I have to assume there's more lows. And that's why we're playing so conservatively in the group. Give me a sec. 1 second, y'all. Oops. How are you guys doing? You guys holding up pretty well? Are you guys in a good position to take advantage of this, or are you caught out of position? All right, cool. Awesome. Yeah, let's look at everybody else. Look at that. Melik's killing it. Ace is providing a lot of content. Guys, I'm telling you, like, the group is awesome. I'm so happy that they're joining the group. It's going to be freaking amazing. I'm thrilled. Freaking thrilled. All right. We are showing some strength on Bitcoin, but I still don't... it's way too dangerous right now. Let's see. What would be my condition that this whole thing's done? Oh, man, that's tough. Well, if we don't get a true capitulation, I'm just going to wait until proper ranges are established, and then we can start making some trades. But right now, I think it's just... I really don't want to play this right now. How's technical market doing? Bitcoin is still showing strength here. So money is still flowing into Bitcoin or out of altcoins, right? That's how you want to look at it. So money is flowing out of altcoins into Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is the major winners right now. DXY is still bouncing around. DXY is still bouncing around. Looks like a pause in the Dow, which is also giving us a pause in crypto. So they're moving in tandem at this point. Yeah, SPX the same way. Now on the macro levels, we're actually on some really important levels. Okay, on the macro, this is a macro golden pocket retracement on the total 3. And this is on the entire structure. Entire structure from the very bottom to the very top. This is the golden pocket of the entire structure. So this entire region should be a really good macro buy opportunity. Okay, should. But we don't have the low time frame confluence to really give us that confidence that it actually is. How's Twitter reacting to this whole thing? Let's look at it. Twitter. Ew, screw this guy. Piece of shit. Like, how do you dislike a tweet? How do you dislike? I don't know how. That's funny. I definitely get it. Like, it is definitely a range. It's definitely very clear. Yeah, looks pretty clean. Definitely the bottom side, but we keep testing the bottom side so many times. It looks like a descending triangle if you want to really play it like that. How's he looking? Yeah, all right. Yeah, that's where we're at right now, guys. I think overall, I think you guys get my overall sentiment of what I'm looking for. The most important thing to really look at. So okay, let's do this. Let me go to a clean chart. Do I have a clean chart? Fairly clean chart. Lots of crap in this region. What is this? Delete it. Let's just delete it. Let's start over. Okay. Let's make it clear. These are the key levels that we're looking for. Okay. As long as we are beneath here, I'm expecting more downside. Okay. As long as we're beneath here, I'm expecting more downside. This right here is the daily breaker that we're watching. Now, what I want to see what the reaction is here and here. This is where the big reaction comes in. I want to see how the market happens, right? This looks like a very clean swing failure pattern play if we get it. Now, this is a 4-hour breaker that is acting as support, okay? But I want to see a sweep down here and then hold this as support. If you're bullish, that's what you want to see, okay? So this is the play that I'm looking for. If we sweep down below here, that's what I'm looking for. This is the play that would be a really good long opportunity. And what would you be targeting? Up here, like here probably, right? This is the play I'm looking for. If we can get that, I'll be looking for this opportunity. Okay. If we can, so I'm going to go in here into my little section. If we can sweep these equal lows on Bitcoin, I would be interested in this long. Okay, that's the play I'm looking for. If we can sweep those equal lows, I'll be looking to enter that long. Okay. However, right now we don't have that play established. All right. Now, if we do something like this, right? That would be abandon ship. This is the capitulation right here. Okay. Um. Yeah. And that's basically it. This is what I'm looking at. This level has been swept, but right now I don't have anything that really gives us a clear levels. I don't really like what I'm looking at right now. Like, so the Fed meetings, I don't know if you guys follow Blockchain Backer at all, but he made some really good points in yesterday's video. If you go back in time and look at what the Fed meetings, like what they were saying back at the top of Bitcoin, it was actually they were really bullish, right? Like they were talking about at the top of Bitcoin, the Fed meetings were basically saying we're going to go forever. Okay. So right now, what's the and they're not gonna release quantitative. They're not gonna do any quantitative tightening. They're not gonna do any sort of interest rate hikes at all. They're not even considering it. Okay, so at the top of Bitcoin, they weren't even considering it. Okay, well now we're at the possible bottom of Bitcoin, and what's the sentiment of the Fed? They're talking about they're very hawkish, right? They are like we're gonna tighten inflation. Like we have to raise interest rates. It sucks, but we're gonna have to deal with it. We have to deal with inflation. It's our biggest priority. So like at the top, they were acting super dovish, right? That's what they call it, dovish with the Fed. And at the potential bottom, they're acting very hawkish, right? And that's what you would expect, or they're basically just mimicking sentiment instead. So I don't necessarily like using the Fed as a good litmus test for the market. But yeah, huh? Whole thing's interesting, guys. We're sort of just waiting right now. Are there any good plays we could find in the market in the meantime? Let's see if we can find anything. All right, decent little bump. How's the Bitcoin dominance doing? It's starting to drop a little bit. Dow still struggling. DXY is going sideways. Longs are still decreasing, which is interesting. This is a new thing right here. We don't really see longs decrease. Now it's such a very minuscule amount, but like it's been very stable at this exceptionally high level for so long. It's interesting to see any movement in longs at this point. So, yeah, this is a big sign right there as well. I have an idea. You like to play some low music in background of streams. So here's the issue. Non-copyright sound. Wait, no. I'm gonna go to YouTube. Not no copyright sounds. So here you have to do non-copyright music only. And so if I did it, I would have to do like one of these. I can do it. That's fine. Is that good? Is that too loud? Let me go to my little mixer. It's too loud, isn't it? Test 1, 2. Okay, there you go. Let's drop this down a little bit. There you go, probably like that. I think it's probably about right. I like it. I like music anyway, so not a bad idea. All right. Okay, so we are having some movement on Bitcoin right now. Minor. It's very slight, guys. Like, there's not too much going on. Oh, let me, okay, cool. Yeah, I really don't care if the stream gets copyrighted either. I really don't care, so it's not a big deal. Most of the action happens in the Discord anyway, so if, like, the YouTube channel gets a, you know, doesn't make money off this stream, like, who gives a shit, right? This is just an opportunity for you guys to come on out here and follow this. C98 is actually holding up really well in this stream, or in this dump. Interesting. What else is? Convergences. How's Alchemy? I know Alchemy was doing really well. It sucks, too. I had... Oh, my God. I had this. Look at this play, guys. I had this play. Oh, it sucks. Isn't that crazy? I had this. Oh, man. I had a little loud still. All right, let's fix that. What's that? I'm going to drop it down lower. I'm going to go back over here and turn it up because I like listening to music too. There you go. Desktop audio is really low. There you go. Cool. Like it. All right, cool. Yeah, Alchemy's looking really good. I definitely am not interested in entering it right now, but that was a really good play that we were able to make. Fuck, this sucks. Wow. Look at that. Balance out the weekly breakers. Basically the same thing I'm looking at for the other ones as well. Oh my God, this sucks, guys. I had such a large position in Alchemy too. Damn, that sucks. Perfect play. Perfect play. Boo. All right, let's go back to Bitcoin. Looks like we just got a 50-minute close. Let's look what we got going on. It was a strong hourly candle we just closed. What is that? Bybit. It was a strong hourly candle. I will definitely say that. I'm not interested yet, though. I'm not interested yet. I want to see it drop down below and clear these two lows. That's my play, guys. Like, I think my play is clean. I think it makes sense. I really don't want to deviate. Clear these levels, come back up, have some sort of a decent close above, and I'd be interested in doing a trade. But right now, just not interested. Just not, guys. This is good stuff. I like it. Let's see. Ethereum still low. Ethereum has a different set of lows as the other as Bitcoin. So like this is a low, and this one. So this one's cleared. The other one has not. Ethereum does not look good on the BTC pairing though, and that's the biggest issue I have with it. Now, if we can reclaim, okay, if we can reclaim above here, I'd be interested. But we can't, man. Like this does not look healthy. Let's go back. Let's look at what we got going on. If we lose that level, where's our support? We have a 3-day right there that might act as some sort of support. I don't like the support anymore. It's already been broken, in my opinion. Yeah, realistically, guys, the only level of support besides that I see is like here, maybe. This 3-day block. Yeah, we'll see what happens, guys. Bitcoin looks to be drooping a little bit, so maybe we're gonna start dropping further down. Let's look at the technicals again. Dow is dropping aggressively again, so now we're down another 50 points. DXY looks to be, yeah, just basically hanging around. We want to see this keep dropping. That's the main thing we're looking for. And as of right now, obviously, it's just basically staggering out. It looks like it might actually have a falling wedge here. Ugh. Is it a falling wedge? It's not very clear, but that could at least signal some sort of a reversal on the low time frame. So if we do break the upside here, that'd be a very bearish sign for the market, and it could definitely assist in the capitulation. That's a good idea for the music, bro. I like it, man. You guys like the music or no? Is that a good addition or a bad one? Money is still moving. Well, it's stalling out now, but money is still basically moving into the Bitcoin from the altcoins. If you want to start getting into alts, you need to make sure this starts dropping. This dropping is obviously a good thing for the altcoins. Increasing is not. I agree. Let me look at something. Hey, AYT, what's up, buddy? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you, man. How are you holding up? Is there any support in this region? I have a little bit of scrap of Atom left. I wasn't able to dump it off in my original zone yesterday. I was seeing if I want to hold on to it or not. I don't think I do, honestly. Well, so here's the other thing. Like, this looks like resistance, or yeah, resistance, support, break above, support, maybe? Like, always catching deep in the live streams. Yep, I know, man. Really wasn't planning on live streaming until later this afternoon. I haven't taken a shower or anything yet, guys. I haven't done breakfast. I haven't taken a shower. I haven't done anything. I just literally just got up, saw my alerts, jumped on here, and here I am. So a little rough today, but you know, whatever. So, like, I see where they're talking about support, guys. Like, Is it still support? Can you still assume it's support till it's broken? Yes. However, it's very dangerous right now, guys. Like the where are you going to target here? Like what are your targets? Like, how would you play this if you were long right now? All you could do, in my opinion, is just to basically target the daily breaker up here. Let's get rid of this. All we're doing is tightening in this range, and now it gets to the point to where is the risk reward even worth it? I don't think it really is at this point. Unless you're doing high leverage, but even then you got to worry about your fees. All you can play right now is like from here to here. And where would your stop loss be? If I was to enter this, right, I'm targeting the center of this range because I'll be doing a scattered bids. Oh my gosh, made it way too large. Yeah, 2.7. That's not good R. So if I was to enter this, I would need to make this into a 4R trade. And what would that look like, right? Like, I don't think there's really a play here. You would have to basically look on the very low time frame and like basically be like, all right, well, this right here is the low. It won't go any further down than this. It's just tough, guys. I don't really think there's much of a... What? Oh, man, are you kidding me? 40% bounce on requests? Oh, man, no, dude, I did not. Dude, I have not traded anything outside the top 30 market cap. Oh. Damn it! No, I haven't, dude. I haven't. What are the plays that we could enter if we wanted to play this? Yeah, I think it's too low a time frame, guys. I just don't think there's much of a play here. And even then, you gotta make sure you're if you even were to enter this trade, is this gonna be enough to actually cover your 3% trade? I just don't know if that's enough to really cover your fees or anything else. I don't think 3% is enough. So, yeah, I'm not really interested in this. Just not, guys. I know my trades I want, guys. I want this to... Basically, this is my place. Okay, this is what I'm looking for. I want us to claim above here. Okay. Above here. Target 34. Right? This is basically the play I'm looking for. I like something like here. This makes sense to me. I'm cool with this, right? Or a lot lower. Okay. Or the other play I'm looking at as well is if I go onto the low time frame, you have these low levels that need to be swept. If this actually gets swept, which it hasn't got swept yet, Bitfinex might have been. No, it has not. Sweep these levels. Sweep them. Right, you see that? You sweep it. Come back up here. then I'd be interested in doing this trade. Right? That's the trade I'm looking for. So either a lot higher or this trade right here. Right now, it doesn't really make sense right now, guys. I don't see a trade. I mean, honestly, the best trade you can go into right now, if you guys are shorters, the best trade right here. Right? Clear up here. You know, down. Just down. Like, I think that'd be the best trade. It's the cleanest levels. I don't have a leverage account open right now, so I can't do it. But this is what I'd be looking for. Like, I don't think it makes sense to be long in this position. You just look at the straight risk to reward. It doesn't make sense to be long right now. Even if you were like do it like this, right? Look. Oh man, I'm rough. Basically, get as close to here as possible, and then target down. That would be the best trade in my opinion. But right now, I just don't see a long opening up. No, they don't. Keep doing XRP. Yeah, I was good. I know you're in here as well, but for anyone else in the group, no, I have a KuCoin account and it did not stop, man. I'm fully verified and all that crap, so. I know, right? It's true. Accurate, buddy. Accurate. It's so true. Oh, man. Oh, I'm going to go ahead and dump off the rest of my Atom here. I just don't really want to hold on to it anymore, honestly. That's basically where I'm at. Could I get a better deal? Possibly, but I just don't really like where we're at right now. I just want to have full fiat and nothing else. All right, cool. All right, sweet. All of my bids are filled. Hell yeah, I am 100% fiat again. Yeah, guys, I don't have a trade right now. Like, I don't see anything that makes a lot of sense, and I'm not really interested in accumulating yet. So let's talk about accumulation. When should you accumulate? When's the right time to accumulate? So we are currently in the golden pocket of the entire structure, okay? That's not a bad spot to start looking for long-term plays, okay? But generally, the best time to accumulate is after a capitulation, like we probably had, right? I'm leaning towards we're gonna have a more or another one happening soonish. But basically, the time to accumulate is after we range out of here. Okay, this is your accumulation zone. This is where I want to accumulate. Okay, I don't want to accumulate here because we haven't actually established any support levels, right? But if we establish a support and they get above here, this is where you can start looking for longer term plays. So basically need a show of strength. And right now we have no show of strength. Nothing. This market looks horrible, right? So it could keep dropping and dropping and dropping, right? But ultimately what you're looking for is you want to see this structure happening. You want to see it like this. This is your markup. This is what you're looking for. Okay. Remember this structure right here. Okay, let's go back in time. There. Markup. Accumulation. Okay. Now on the bigger perspective. Okay. Capitulation. Markup. Accumulation. Right. This is what you're looking for. This is your accumulation zone. This is your accumulation zone. Your accumulation zone right here. Right. You guys can see this. Or right here. Shit. This is a really good one as well. Markup. Accumulation. Right. That's where you want to accumulate if you're looking for a long-term trades. We have nothing that resembles strength right now. Okay. And as far as I'm concerned, it's going to keep doing this. Drop, drop. And what I'm looking for is this. That's when you start looking for your long-term positions if you want to do a long-term position. Okay. All your really dirt cheap altcoins, that's when you start picking them up for the long term. Until then, though, all I'm doing is trading these little, little small trades. That's all I'm doing. Love it. It looks like Doge is starting to drop a little bit, and that's really good, right? I do want to see Dogecoin start to drop in BTC value, because I am absolutely interested in this right here. Very, 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 very interested if we get that. Yeah. What else? What else? What else? Do you guys like the changes that Discord we're doing? Adding people and everything else, like adding traders and what we're doing to it. Do you guys like that? I'm always trying to get feedback on what we're doing. I thought it was needed, but like we're really trying to build this place up, and it's something really cool. Nice. Love it. This is good stuff, guys. Like, I don't know, man. This is. I think we're targeting the same. I think our trades are probably pretty similar here because we're both looking for that breaker right in here. This just doesn't really have much of a convincing look to it. I just don't know if this is convincing at all. We have a 5-minute breaker right here. See the interaction? Looks to be a slight reclaim. Do I want this? I don't know, guys. I don't know. Small reclaim there. If I wait much longer, then I won't have the risk reward I need. And also the percentage increase. What is the increase here? 3.3. It's not horrible. I think I'm gonna wait. I'm just gonna go ahead and wait, guys. I just don't really see much right now. I still think that the best risk roll right now is gonna be on the downside. Alright, Bitcoin Cash looks to be showing some strength right now. What's going on here? What you got going on here, Bitcoin Cash? Coinbase. Not enough liquidity. You guys can see like when it has all of these like weird looking candles, means there's very low liquidity on here. There's very little volume actually happening. So that's always concerning if you're trying to enter into a pretty large position. No, nothing yet. I'm glad you guys like the Discord updates. If you guys have any feedback, like we're all about it, man. I can't stress it enough. We're pushing up. Damn it. That's fine. Well, there's a breaker right here. Get above there. I think it's pretty clear that we're going to be at least short term in the clear. But this is also the highest likelihood place for a reversal. So this is the, you can call it the point of breakdown, or, well, let's see. I think it probably makes sense. I think a point of breakdown right here. You could probably call either one of these, either that or here. Point of breakdown. So breaker, point of breakdown. I think it's a point of breakdown. Last up, kind of for the downturn. Yeah. This right here. Point of breakdown. Let's go to a 30. Probably cleaner. There we are. Cool. Okay. Right there. Get above there. I'm pretty damn confident we're going to be good. Crazy. I cannot believe. I'd be very surprised if we don't come back down and tap these lows, guys. It's crazy to me. Okay, 30-minute update or 30-minute close. Well, shit. Looks to have some strength, but I'm definitely not entering. That was the play I was looking at, but yeah. I'm going to hold off, though, guys. It doesn't matter. The risk to reward doesn't make sense at this point, right? There's no way that you could enter this trade without it being just total FOMO. Let's go back and check out the technicals. Okay, Bitcoin showing strength throughout the rest of the market. Dow's actually increasing as well. I think that's what's happening. I think Dow's actually giving us the push we need. Or at least the stability. This right here is just blowing my mind. We did sweep these levels. It doesn't mean, like, I would really, really, really expect us to go down here and sweep these levels, guys. And if it doesn't, like, I guess that's what it is, but it's just nuts to me. Now we're going to have a third equal low down here. That's crazy. It's nuts. You just don't see that, guys. It's very, very, very rare. There's definitely some strength here. Well, looks like I am not going to get on this one. Now, the big question here, so what are the plays I'm looking at, right? The plays we're looking at, or at least I'm looking at, are going to be until we get above here, or actually sweep these lows and then come back up. But I'm not going to FOMO here. Sucks. But it's what it is. Very strong candle so far. Sucks, guys. Let's see. All right. Is this legit? Let's look at this. Is this legit? Obviously, that's not working out. We want to see a lot more volume pop in, which we are getting a lot of volume. I'm seeing it on Coinbase right now as we're watching. So Binance is showing a lot of strength. Coinbase is showing a lot of strength. So like there is volume coming in, especially on Binance. There's a lot of volume. So this definitely looks like a reversal volume, which is really good. Now, if we can flip this into a support level, I'd be interested in buying here and then targeting 30. I mean, 30 is all we can go. Like, it's very dangerous to go any higher than that, but it looks like we actually have so far gotten a deviation to the upside, deviation to the downside, and now it looks like we're starting to break the upside, or, you know, at least going for it. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, what a beast, man. Do you guys see this shit? Malik is killing it, y'all. So a lot of volume here, which gives me a lot of, or pretty high confidence the bottom is in on this. Because that's an impressive amount of volume spike. So because of that, I'm looking to probably try to enter a position around there. What would our stop loss be? Let's think about this. Right there. Is that a good play? Yeah, I think it is. That's the play I'm looking for. All right, I'm going for this. So we have a... All right, so I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and take this trade if I can get into it. I don't have a ton of confidence in it, but I think it looks pretty solid. So basically, this 5-minute breaker, so I'm looking for. If I can get this 5-minute breaker, I think that makes a lot of sense. This is like the point of, yeah, this is the point of breakdown for this structure. That's the only one I'm looking at. So 29.2 to 29.26. Like, that's it. Like, that's literally all I'm going to go for. And if I don't get into it, no worries. It's not a big deal. Okay, there we go. So that's all I'm doing, guys. It's literally the only thing I'm going to be going for. So between if I don't get this, like, that's it. This is the only trade that I feel comfortable entering into right now. The only other one I'll be doing is up here. Or obviously a sweep down below here. $30,500. Stop loss is going to be at 28,974. There you go. Okay, there you go, guys. This is all I'm entering right here. This is it. I literally want nothing else. We shouldn't go much further down than this if we are bullish. So I'm literally going to come down here, sweep it, and then keep going up. I have a little bit of wiggle room, but not much. This is literally the only trade I'm taking. So this is what I want right there. I think it makes sense. It also lets this 5-minute breaker also act as a temporary support as well. Come down here, back up. But I will literally have my finger on the sell button. And if we hit that, I'm going to instantly sell. That's it. I'm done. This is it. I don't want anything else but this. I think this trade makes a lot of sense, though. All right, let's see. And the... So 4% trade. It's not bad. Okay. We're getting close. I have not been entered any of my trades yet. I have them just scattered all inside here. And I cannot stress it enough. If this trade starts going the opposite direction, I'm cutting it so fucking fast. Just right here, guys. That's all I'm looking for. And I'm watching Coinbase. That's the one I'm using right now. So we'll see what happens. And if it takes off, I'm done. I'm out. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. Or if it falls down below here. Okay, great. I was wrong. Right? That's my play. I don't think I want anything else. Is there anything else I should be looking at? That cuts the stop loss. It cuts the risk reward too low. Yeah, that's all I want. Oh, shit. Yep, that's where we're at right now, guys. You guys can see this is actually a pretty impressive buyback. I'm very surprised we had this much of a pushback, but like this is just a simple catch. It's good enough. I don't want to. No, I'm good. You guys can see how my stop loss is like right underneath the golden pocket too. Like guys, I can't afford, based upon my risk to reward, to go any lower than that. So I will be exiting at this point if we get that point. Yeah, I agree with him. I think the trade is up. That being said, I don't want to. I got to make sure my risk reward makes sense. And this daily breaker, because the only way we can go any looser than that is if we assume we're gonna break up. Wait, shit, I calculated this wrong. Oh shit. Uh-oh. Am I still a good trade? Let me see this. All right, so here's the issue. I was using that breaker instead of this one, but this breaker is not resistance anymore because we already had this in between it, so I can't count that. So now let's see if the risk reward still makes sense. Does it? 3.6. It's rough. It's not great, guys. Mm. 3.6 is okay. It's not great though. What I'm going to do to adjust it is I'm going to cut it. If we start, I'll probably lessen my exposure if we drop down here to increase our risk reward. That's what I'm going to do. So basically, you really want a 3R is okay, but you really want a 4R trade when you're doing this, because that means that you can lose 4 trades, but as long as you win 1, you're still break even. Okay. Like yesterday, like no shit, I lost 3 trades yesterday, right? But the risk to reward on those trades is so high that, you know, it's still okay. But yeah, it's gonna probably just keep going up. That's fine. I'm totally okay with that, guys. I cannot stress it enough. Not a big deal. I'm not FOMOing if I don't get this entry. No worries at all. 3.57. Okay, 3.57. Daily breaker average at 30,160. As the target. Oh, but entry and stop loss are the same. Okay. I wonder if we're gonna get it. What do you guys think? We're gonna get this fill or no? It's funny. Don't know if we're gonna get any more, guys. It's really tough right now. Like we're right there. I'm still okay with this trade. I think it still makes sense. Everything still looks good if we get it, but I can't adjust this any higher. I cannot stress it enough. If we do not get this entered in, no worries. There's just not any room here to adjust it. The only other way I can do this, and I don't even like it, is to enter like... So the only other thing we can do at this point is to basically go after this swing low as our stop loss, and we could make this our entry, same target, and then basically be like that. That would be a decent trade, but I don't really know if I feel comfortable with that being our stop loss. because we'd be doing a stop loss into all of this support to include the golden pocket. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave it where it is. This is the only trade I think that makes sense. Nothing down lower I want. Up higher from above 30,000 targeting 34, or down low, right below, like way down low, or a sweep of the lows over here. Sweep of these lows would be really bullish. I do like that. So that's where I'm at right now, guys. This is it. I don't see anything else I really like. And also, given the dangerous situation we're in on crypto, I don't want to be in any other trade but Bitcoin because of liquidity. I want to make sure I have maximum liquidity so I can dump this. And also, it's a type stop. It's a type stop loss, so I want to make sure there's plenty of liquidity and I have minimal slippage. And Bitcoin is the one for that. Like that, if you want minimal slippage, Bitcoin's the one. We don't have room for a slippage issue on this one. This is good music, guys. I like it. Off topic. Don't think I'm going to get my entry, and that's completely okay. Completely okay. I'm completely fine with letting this thing ride if necessary. If we come down here, cool. If we don't, we keep going up. Totally fine with that. But it'd be a really bullish thing if we can break out of here and start actually consolidating. It gives us a different range to work in. Because our range right now is getting too condensed. Like this range right now, we don't really have enough movement between the levels. So if we make a new range up here, we have new levels we can trade. So... Now, the only other trade I could do if I wanted to enter a trade like now would be basically a target of, I think I was looking for 34. Yeah, 34,000. And essentially having my stop loss like down here. Would that make sense? Sure, it does. And I think that'd be a pretty clean. The problem is, though, if you enter into such a high level, you can't be closing your trades early, or you won't be getting enough risk to reward to make it worth it. So. I think the play, though, is wait for this. Basically, this would be a very aggressive play right now, and we're still in a consolidation range. It's too dangerous right now. But the only other thing I really could think of is basically to wait until after we break out of here, and then essentially buy on the retest. And then you could like do something like this, just don't fall back in the range, and you're good to go. Something like that. 13% increase, not bad. And also, if Bitcoin is looking to do that, our altcoins will probably even make up more ground. Let's look. Yeah, we're starting to have a little bit of Not really. A little bit of a drop, but not that strong. The XY keeps dropping. That's good. Yeah. What are you guys' thoughts? We're gonna keep going up, or are we gonna collapse? What are you guys' thoughts? I think either one is. There's a good case for either way. What do you guys think? Do you guys think this is the start of something serious, or no? Collapse. Okay. I think the collapse. I mean, I could see either way, guys. I really could. Like, oh man, it's a tough time, guys. A tough time to be trading this. I think that at this time it's probably pretty unlikely that we're going to get our entry. Pretty unlikely. Yeah. I think my wife and I are about to go get some lunch anyway, so. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pull my bids. I don't think we're getting him. Okay, pull my bids. So that means I'm going to no longer have those on the exchange. So at this time, all I'm doing is I'm just basically waiting on the sideline. Sucks, but whatever. This whole movement missed it all. Yeah. Ethereum Classic is? Shit, really? Oh shit. Yeah, you're right. Fuck. Monthly breaker. Weekly 200 moving average. I wonder if that's why it's bouncing so strong. Weekly 200. Oh, okay. There you go. Oops. There you go. See it? Trend line. Trend line breakout. That's why. And then it reclaimed the 4-hour 200. What's the market cap of that? Coin market cap, Ethereum Classic. 27? Why do I not have it on my list? Damn it. Ethereum Classic should have been on there. This sucks. Oh, wait. No, I don't want that. I want ETC. Yeah, Ethereum Classic should have been on my list. I wasn't even paying attention to it at all. Damn, that sucks. I don't know why it wasn't there. It should have been there. It is what it is. All right. Bitcoin is starting to show a little bit of weakness now. I think it's just consolidating. I think now it's probably fairly safe to assume we're going to get some sort of pop to the upside. Because this deviation was really strong. Like, this is a very strong deviation, strong reversal. Does it have, is this going to be the bounce out? Don't know, guys. Symmetrical triangle, deviation to the top side, deviation to the bottom. Generally, that should result in a break to the upside. It's usually how that would work, but I don't know. mm. I did zip lining a few days ago. I went on a cruise, like back from vacation, and we did zip lining. I'm sure it will go a little bit different than this. That's funny. Yeah, basically what's going on, guys. Test, 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 test. Just ranging. Yes. Want to go to lunch? I mean, yeah, you want to go to lunch? Yeah, I do. I love you. I'm streaming. Okay, let me know when. All right. I'll be going soon. I would wait, dude. Like, we don't have confirmation either direction right now. Like, there's nothing. There's no confirmation either way. Would I buy after a 10% pump? No. Like, we're in this 4-hour breaker right there. If we get a close above here, you at least have some levels you can play. I would not feel safe doing this yet. Doesn't look bad, but I don't know if I'd really be interested yet. Algo struggling. It's really crappy. Why did it stop? Weird. Technicals, Bitcoin dominance is dropping. It means money is rotating into altcoins. I take that as strength in the market, right? Whenever you have money rotating into alts, I would take that as generalized strength in the market. DXY is still in this triangle, falling wedge. Um, this is a. Ugh. Oh yeah, this is a monthly breaker, isn't it? This looks really bad. Didn't even consider this. So does this make sense though, guys? This monthly breaker is actually pretty damn significant. So basically have a monthly breaker formed, resistance, broke above. So now it should act as support if it's going to act as a healthy market structure. If you're bullish on crypto or want to be bullish on crypto or traditional markets, generally you want to see this decrease, okay? But now this is going to act as some sort of a support level. So it's going to be harder to get back above. So if you're expecting us to go into like a prolonged bull market from now, you would have to assume that we will just completely ignore this breaker and just collapse right through, which would be very challenging, okay? So just be aware that like this right here is really limiting what the markets can do. So yeah, even if we do drop down below here, we still have this massive level beneath us. So being bearish right now is like in a macro sense, it's probably not a bad idea. Oh man. Oh. Let's look. Do we want to replace those bids? Let's think about this. Hmm. Never actually formed. This 4 hour doesn't exist. Not clean. 3 hour. Nope. None of these breakers actually formed except for this one. So yeah. I'm just not really interested right now. I think this whole thing is way too dangerous on both sides. I think it's just there's not really a good play. Let's look at other coins. Maybe something else give us a better read. Oh man, it looks ugly. Holy hell. These coins just don't look good, guys. Like I just honestly be patient at this point, guys. I just don't see much of a play right now. So I'm going to go back through and show you guys the plays I am looking for. Down here on Doge, make a lot of sense. Specifically, if we can have this level be tested. So this is a 4 hour breaker that's very significant on Doge. The BTC pairing, if it drops down there, like if it starts showing a lot of weakness, I'd be very interested in picking up some bids down here. What are the other ones? Ethereum. This is what I'm looking for. If we do something like this, okay, we have these equal lows way back here. Come down here, sweep it. Like that hardly looks better. There you go. Yeah, sweep the lows. This is what I'd be looking for a trade. XLM. Down here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. This weekly breaker. No, monthly? This monthly level makes a lot of sense. I like this monthly as our next level. And I think it would hold. I think it would. It would get aggressive, though. AVAX. I think it's a weekly. Yeah, weekly level right here. Makes sense as well. And then Matic. Way down here. That's it. These are my plays I'm looking at right now. I think that these are the high conviction trades I'd be comfortable entering. But outside of that, Don't really see much, guys. I really don't. This is good stuff. Well, if we wanted to enter that trade, now's basically where it's at. Let's look at it. I'll do one more look at it and see if this is something we want to enter. This is the opportunity if we want to get it. This is the trade right here. I think it looks clean, honestly. Tight stop loss. I'll do it. Okay, tight stop loss. 28,974. I'm going to go ahead and do it. Okay. Partial fill. This is it, guys. This is it. This is the only trade I'm looking at. I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm targeting 30. This is literally all I'm doing. I already got one position filled. Or a partial position filled. Ugh. Cool. Yep. Partial position filled. Okay, partial filled. Well, so far it's bouncing pretty damn well. So it doesn't show it on here, but if you go to Coinbase, I'm on Coinbase right now, and it got partial fill. Again, this is only going to be a. I only have a quarter position in so far. So it came down here, tapped the top side of the range on Coinbase, and so it's popping back up the upside so far. So I'm 25% in. I don't have a lot of confidence in this trade, but the setup's clean. It's a point of break. It's a point of breakdown. It's a point of breakdown retest. So this structure looks healthy. That's why I'm entering into it. So this entire region is consolidation as well. So this is like a consolidation retest after a breakout. However, if we dump down here, we're cutting it, right? And I'm also going to cut a partial position if we get a little lower. Okay, 50%. There's definitely no bullish divergence forming, which is a little bit concerning right now. Let's look at technicals. DXY is okay, still hovering, still fine. Dow is dropping a little bit. So it's mimicking Dow. You guys see this? Like it mimics it. So I'm fine with it for now, but I will cut it quick if I don't like it. Okay, 50%. Not all, like, recently, yes. There's a few reasons. I like the liquidity on Coinbase. I like liquidity, coin offering, liquidity, coin offering. The overall security of Coinbase, I do like it as well. So those are my primary reasons, I guess. Yeah, whenever you, or if you have a larger position sizes, you do need liquidity is a huge issue, and it actually screwed me over really badly. It screwed me over really badly on the drop from 38,000. I couldn't sell my altcoins, guys. Straight couldn't. There wasn't enough liquidity on the exchanges. Yes, they're high, but depending upon your volume, they drop off substantially, right? And as long as you have a good risk to reward and have a good amount of percentages, you're fine. You just got to calculate that into your decisions. All right. So far, there is such a delay on here. Let's go to a different, let's go to the Coinbase. Or BTC. There it is. Okay, that's why it wasn't on the right spot. US dollar, perfect. This is what I'm looking at. So, if you go to get rid of that, yeah, this is my exchange I'm using right now. So, if you look right here, you can see why is it different on here? Binance has it up here between 2, 6. That's strange. Binance is different. Oh, this is a tether pairing, isn't it? Son of a bitch. Okay, I need to adjust this. So realistically, my entry should be here. Fuck, man. I need to stop doing that. I keep assuming that Tether and USD are the exact same, and they're not. They're slightly off because it's still depegged just a little bit. So because of that, because it's micro trade, I'm really screwing myself over here. So I think it's still fine but I have to adjust for it. So realistically, my bid should be between 29.1 or 170 and 29.3, and I had them up here a little bit higher, so I had more room to go down if I wanted to. Maybe it'll work out, but it sucks. Okay, I'm deleting this whole thing. Done. Okay. Start from scratch. The trade we're in right now. This is the trade we're in right now. It's a little bit off because I was using the wrong freaking exchange and I forgot the tether pairing was so jacked right now. But I entered here. This is about my average entry. Right around there. Stop loss will be here. That was my stop loss. And I'll be targeting daily breaker up here. Okay. It's not enough for risk reward. Shit. Do that. This is my new stop loss, guys. I have to adjust it. Our risk reward is off because of the exchange being off. Damn, the tether pairing screwed me up. I cannot believe I just did that, guys. So here's the issue. I'm gonna explain this to you guys. Tether is not pegged entirely. Okay, this should be at $1, and it's not. It's off. Okay, for whatever freaking reason, you can speculate all you want. The point is, it's off. So because it's off, the Tether and USD pairings are jacked, okay? That means the Tether charts on Bitcoin are a little bit different than the USD. Not by a lot, but by a minuscule amount. Well, if you're doing really close time frame scalping, that actually is pretty significant, okay? So because of that, I calculated it off of a Tether chart instead of a US dollar chart, which basically never is an issue except for today because Tether's jacked. So because of that, I'm now going to have to raise my stop loss up because, yeah, my risk reward isn't high enough. I'm just going to go ahead and do this. That's my new stop loss. I'm just going to make it really tight because, yeah, this sucks. I'm going to have to basically make it really, really conservative just to make sure I have plenty of risk reward here. Sucks. I'm pissed about it, but whatever. I'm going to pull the rest of my bids. Okay. Rest of bids filled. Or best of bids pulled. It's fucking stupid. I'm so irritated about this. Ridiculous. I'm so pissed about this. I cannot believe that just happened. I have never ran a situation where using the wrong stablecoin on your chart is fucking shit up. So irritated right now. Okay, so my stop loss is now going to be... I just want out of this fucking trade at this point. I'm just pissed. It's still a legit trade. I don't want to close it, but I'm just pissed. I'm so pissed right now. 29,134. I'm gonna go ahead and have my sells placed. I'm just gonna sell all of it. If we hit that level, I'm closing them out. If we lose this, I'm done. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. Just I'm done. I agree. I want the sweep too. Right there with you, dude. 29,134. I really just want this damn trade closed. So my actual entries, because I closed my last two bids, were at 29,267 and 29,647. So right there is my actual entries. So it's a 7-hour trade. That's clean. I'm cool with this. Oh, man. The shitty part about Coinbase doing these stop losses is it doesn't do it like normal exchanges, like the way you would like to. For one, you can't place a bracket entry exit, so you can't place like an if or then situation. You have to allocate that fund to a specific entry or exit, right? You have to. So like you can't say stop loss at 29,134, target at 30,120. If this does not, or whichever one hits first, execute that trade, right? You can't do that on Coinbase. The other issue with Coinbase is if you enter a stop loss, it's a little bit different than other exchanges. So you have a stop loss and then you have a stop price and a limit price. The stop price is whenever like it triggers, but the trigger isn't a market sell. Instead, whenever you trigger it and then you then actually it creates a limit order at the price that you select. So basically here's how it works, right? So if you come over here and you do a this is your stop price. Yep. Stop price right here. Okay. Then you have your limit price. Shit. Okay. So what happens is whenever the stop price is triggered, okay, like it drops down here and it drops down here and it triggers it. Okay, great. Stop price has been triggered. What happens is now Coinbase will create a limit order at whatever price you place here. So this could be higher or lower, okay? Here's the issue. Let's say you place it higher. Hypothetically, right? Well, what happens here? If it comes down here and it just falls right through. Did you actually do a stop loss? No, it didn't actually do a stop loss because the limit order was never actually filled, right? Okay, let's say you're like, oh, well, I'm just going to place the same price because, you know, that means I'm just going to sell instantly, okay? Sounds like it would make sense. Here's the issue, though. By the time it drops down here, okay, and your stop loss gets hit, you very well may not. There's a delay on the actual orders already that are in there actually being filled. So there's a delay. So because of that delay, even though it's the exact same price, the price may drop down further, and it may actually never actually hit it because this delay doesn't allow it to get hit. So the only real way of doing it safely is to have your limit price actually lower. So whenever this stop loss gets hit, my limit price gets hit for here. Right? Like that's basically how it works. So hope that makes sense. So my stop loss will be right here, my limit down here, and that's essentially how it works. Now, I'm actually on my, I see it right now, and I'm just going to push sell. So if it comes down here, I'm just going to push sell. I sell it, and I move on my life, right? So doesn't look great yet. But this is also a support right here. So like, I don't really want to sell until we actually start losing this level. So I could see a bit of a capitulation before a reversal. So come down here, capitulation before a reversal. Would not be surprised one bit if that happened. All right, here we go. Capitulation, reversal. Me and a capitulation, a very, very minor role. I need to go back to my sell, market, Bitcoin. Perfect. Okay. I have my fingers on the trigger. I will sell if I get anywhere down in here, like below here. Okay? Finger on the trigger, finger on the trigger. Not yet, not yet, not yet. This is still a support. This is still a support, so I don't want to sell it just yet. Right? This is the level that you would expect it to hold if it's bullish. Now, if we lose this, see you guys down there. Okay? Okay, fine so far. I'm okay with it so far. And there's plenty of liquidity. Look at the books. Books are good. Plenty of liquidity. This is why I like being on Coinbase, because you have plenty of liquidity on these bigger coins. Okay, like I told you guys, capitulation, reversal. So far, this looks fine. So far, I'm happy with this. We're just waiting here, guys. So far, looks pretty clean. So far, looks good, guys. So although I bought up here, this was the actual level I was trying to buy at. I just fucked it up. I fucked it up, so whatever. But that was the bounce we were targeting earlier. So I'm basically entered like $30 too high, which is it really a big deal? No, it's just frustrating. So this is the entry I wanted. Nope. Looks fairly decent. Yeah, it looks fairly decent so far. The 15 actually looks like a pretty decent candle too. So this is the level around there as well. It's in the confluent zone, which is why I entered this trade. Again, I didn't actually place bids down here because my tether pairing was jacked up, which is why my bids are up here, not down here. But you know, whatever. It is what it is. Funny part is, if I did not actually pull all my bids, I would have gotten every one of my bids filled, and we would be in profit right now. But so far, still got half of my bids filled, and I'm cool with that. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start placing my orders. This is how I place my bids. Just spread them out in the area I'm looking to get out of. You guys can see my risk reward is dead center. And that's how I calculate it. And I'm just going to place my bids at these levels. So that's how I'm doing it. So I'm going to go ahead and start placing them. I think I feel relatively safe for the next, like, you know, few minutes, I guess. I'm going to go ahead and place them now. It's a quick scalp. That's all it is. So, what? Oh, I'm such a dumbass. Oh my god, I just fucked up. I am not having a good day today, guys. I just fucked up again. That's fine. I'm just gonna do this. It's fine. It might work out. Hell, who knows? All right. 0.5. All right, back to watching. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it if we start dipping too low in here. I'm just gonna move on with my life. Do. So we had a small bullish divergence over here into our 5-minute breaker, which I know sounds ridiculous, and I know that, but it helps give confluence to what we're looking at. We had a small bullish divergence from here down here, here up here. So we do have a little bit of a series of lower lows, a series of higher highs. So slight bullish divergence. That's really good to see. We popped the upside. However, now we've retraced almost the entire amount. I'm probably just going to cut it, move on my life. That's probably the play. Yeah, I'm just gonna go and cut it. All right, I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm gonna go and take a break, guys. I think I'm done. I'm out. So the loss that I took, to give you guys an idea how small this thing is. So I entered here. .1%. Like, guys, it's nothing. So I'm cool with that. Trading fees, they're gonna wreck you over time, but I took a shot at it. I don't feel like this at all. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut it. I just don't like it. But either way, I'm gonna go ahead and get off, guys. Yeah, I just don't like it. So, yep. I'm gonna go get some food with my wife, and then I will. I'll probably be back on later. Let's be real. All right, see you guys. I'm out. Deuces, boys.